Greetings, kings and queens. Welcome to What Do I Know Talk. This is Rio Jones, voice of the nation. I'm so glad to be here. Thank God, the Most High God, the Infinite God, for being here. Again, this is not about race or religion. This is about love. And it's funny I say this is about love. This is about relationships today. We're going to talk about relationships. Yes, your relationships, my relationships, and how can we stir it up and get our relationships in shape, in order. It's like going to the gym, right? What are you doing for your relationship today? And how are you elevating your partner? Because today, I like to use analogies. I thought of one about the milkshake. So let's just think that we have two milkshakes, okay? One's been sitting for hours, and one's brand new. A lot of us are like that old milkshake that's been sitting there. We haven't stirred it up. We haven't done anything to it. And then you have this new milkshake over here, which you can look over and see it, and it looks so appetizing, so good, frosty. It's like you remember when you were a kid and you take that milkshake up and you take that sip and you get that brain freeze. You get stupid for a second. You're like, ooh, brain freeze, brain freeze. It's kind of the same thing. You leave that good relationship that's warm, because you haven't stirred it up, and you go to this new milkshake and you drink it and you get that head rush and you're just like, ooh, this is so much better than what I have, and a lot of us have strayed from the relationship, cheated in a relationship, trying to find that same brain freeze. But in the same token, what we can do is stir it up, add a little ice, a little bit of sugar, you know what I mean? Some sweetener, to get it, sugar, sweeten her, There's so many things you can do to make that better. So now imagine you put it up in a blender, you put your ice, you put your sweetener, you put your sugar, and you blend it up, it's going all good and nice stirred up, and then you guess what? It's all frosty, looking real good, The man put a little whipped cream on there, make it look good for the lady, toss her 2 or 3 cherries because she's been so good. How many years you've been together, make it so good. And guess what? Yours is actually better because you have longevity. You have so much mixed in there, that it just seemed like it just sunk to the bottom. When you have that shake, all the goodness goes to the bottom, We have to take the time to stir up our relationships, stir ourselves up. We can't lose the focus, And I say this because I've been in those relationships where people have lost themselves in the relationship, forgot who they were because they forgot to be themselves. They started out acting and continued to act the whole way. But why act when you got to take the time to get to know yourself first? Because a lot of us jump out of a relationship and jump right into one, and you forget to take the time to get to know who you are. And then you join forces with somebody else acting to be like what they want you to be. Everyone can have great sex. Everyone can have orgasms. Everyone can have so many different things. It's what your mind tells you. See, we have to train our minds and our thoughts, so they adhere with our hearts. And when they adhere with our hearts, then we understand different. We know what's right for us. We know what's wrong for us. So we don't jump into something because someone looks good. Oh, he's so handsome, he has such a great body, or ooh, she looks so good, her breasts are good, her butt is good, her thighs are good, her face or her smile, whatever it may be. It means nothing if you can't connect being a friend. You see, when you connect being a friend, then you're able to go the longevity. You're able to go the way that, God forbid, a person gets sick, you're able to wipe that person's ass. You know what I mean? Yeah. Wipe that person's ass. I bet you never thought about that, right? The person which you're with, are you willing to wipe their ass? Are you willing to go the route if something happens to them, if they lost a leg, lost a limb? Is that someone you can love forever? Those are the things that I think about, and that's why it's important to build friendships. See, I've always been a person that I had an insecurity of saying I didn't know how to be by myself. It was lonely thing. My dad left me, when I was 7. And my mom hates to hear me say that, but, he left when I was 7. He was my hero. And I say that a lot because I'm 42 and I still feel the pain of it. And the reason why is ever since he left, I've always said, I'm never going to leave my kids. I'm never going to leave my family. So I've always jumped and tried to build relationships that weren't relationships because I never took time for myself. I'm 42 and I'm just taking time for myself to understand who I am. And by doing that, I'm practicing the wait. I have to choose to wait today because I don't want to go in another relationship, if I don't understand who I am. And in order to get and stir up your relationship, you got to go back to self-love. You got to know your wants. You got to, one thing I say about God is so amazing that he gives us what we want. You can almost order, your sweetheart, your bride, or whatever it is. Like, okay, I want her to be 5'7", around 130, great smile, stuff like that. You would really be so blown away if you really understood you can have what you want if you just took the time to get yourself right and wait for the appropriate person to come into your life, and be that friend that you want to be. Laugh on things without, the first jumping into sex, and that's why so many people take the time. They're running out of their relationships. Everybody's so scared of a relationship. They have a different excuse for everything else because they can't settle within themselves. Or they're looking to see if the other person's grass is greener than theirs. The girlfriend is married, the girlfriend has a kid, or, oh, my boy is, he has everything. Well, guess what, man? I've never been consistent in my life. I've never been able to be consistent because I've always wanted things too fast and never took time for myself. So it's important that we take the time, and those that are in a relationship, stir it up. Go to some classes, put away sex for a little while. Put away some other things and go on a retreat. Go to counseling, even if you're not having problems. Just go and see if you get to know a person. Go through a list and say, what's your favorite color? What do you like to do? Or sit your person down after work and say, how's your day? These are all important things that we miss on a daily basis. And it's important that we take the time to just ask questions, play games, join a book club together. I always want to start a book club. Oh yeah, I will start a book club just for that. I've joined forces with Open Eye Wellness, and we're getting ready to do the Love Revolution. I'll tell you this right now, the Love Revolution. We're going to have men and women conference. We're joined together, to bring love back into our homes, make our homes stronger, make our families stronger. It's important that we do this today. I pledge morality to stronger families, better relationships, better self, better friends. See, Trump says, let's make America great again. I say, let's make us great again. Make you great again. Make couples great again. Get all of us great again, because that's what's going to make the world great again. It's just not America. It's all over. I got friends in Europe, the Philippines, China, all over the world, Australia, and it's about the love and the message that we give to one another. It's important today that we consistently be consistent, be accountable. I say this because it's important. It means so much to me. My friends, the relationships that my friends have, I have a lot of friends in different relationships. Some in great relationships, some in problematic relationships, some in breakups. I myself have made so many mistakes myself, and I'm here to grow through the mistakes that I've made with you. I'm an open book. I don't have anything to hide. I don't want to hide anything. I plan on opening up and discussing every part of my life, because when God placed this on my heart, he placed love and compassion upon me. And love and compassion, I have to be compassionate. It's important that I'm compassionate. It's important that I be true, to all the things, even my mistakes. I talked about the accuser, in my Instagram. We're going to go more into that. And I just want to tell you guys today that I love you. Stir up that relationship. Ladies, Continue to buy those nice lingeries and all the things that you did in the beginning. Continue to do that. And gentlemen, continue to groom yourself, the way you used to when you met. Continue your workouts together. Don't try to do it separately. Go to the gym, join a membership together. Spend more time reading together. A great thing you can do is read at nights. Pray together. Spiritual. I don't know what your spiritual background is, and if it's not, self-help books are great. There's so many suggestions. You can always reach me at ask.thesavedbeast@gmail.com. I'll be more than happy to talk with you guys or email you. I also have a psychologist on board that also, I run through a few people, not just put things out on my own. It's important that I'm also knowledgeable as you are. But what it is about us is that this is what do I know? Well, you know more than you think. We all experience something, so I expect you guys to help me to grow as well. Because I'm not perfect and neither are you. But guess what? We can mentor each other into a great relationship. I use all the things from here so I can go in front of these students, in front of these high school students, and speak to them and help them in all the mistakes that we've made, the troubles that been caused in our lives, and those that didn't graduate college or didn't go to college. We're encouraging these kids to get those years out early. Get your dreams and push your talent forward and building better relationships with parents. These are all the things that we're aiming for from 2018 and beyond. I pray that you guys support me. This is whatdoiknow.talk or whatdoiknowworld.podcast. And the YouTube channel is whatdoiknow.talk. I appreciate you guys. If no one told you they love you today, this is Rio Jones. I love you. I believe in you. I believe in me. I believe that we continue to share love, prosperity, hope, knowledge, and everything else with each other. Acknowledge one another. If someone has helped you out there, acknowledge them. Don't grow and forget who helped you. All right? So this is Rio Jones for whatdoiknow.talk. We love you. We thank you. All right. Peace. God bless.